Have you ever found yourself wondering why, despite all your efforts, things just don't click when you're out there trying to impress? Do you catch yourself asking, "What am I doing wrong?" or "Why do younger women seem to lose interest when I act a certain way?" If these questions have ever crossed your mind, you're not alone. Welcome to a conversation that could redefine your dating game. Before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. If you find these insights helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps this conversation alive and helps more men navigate the sometimes confusing landscape of modern relationships. In today's video, we're breaking down 5 habits that older men might be unwittingly adopting, habits that younger women simply can't stand. Now, this isn't about changing who you are. It's about understanding how certain behaviors might be coming off in ways you never intended. Our focus is on authenticity, confidence, and the power of embracing your true self without succumbing to the pressures of looking overly youthful. Let's face it, we all want to be attractive and relevant, but sometimes, in our effort to connect with a younger crowd or to stay in touch with current trends, we might push ourselves too far. It's like trying to force a square peg into a round hole. The result? Instead of being seen as the mature, experienced man that you truly are, you might come across as trying too hard to be something you're not. Think about it. When was the last time you really considered that your natural confidence and life experience are your biggest assets? Instead of overcompensating by adopting slang that feels forced or dressing in a way that doesn't feel like you, why not lean into what makes you unique? Younger women are drawn to authenticity and a man who knows his worth. They appreciate the wisdom that comes with age, but only when it's delivered with genuine self-assurance. Throughout this video, we'll explore each habit in depth. You might be surprised to learn that some of the behaviors you thought were cool are actually coming off as, well, a bit cringeworthy. So, stick with us as we unpack these 5 key pitfalls and offer you practical advice on how to avoid them. By the end of our discussion, you'll have a roadmap to showcase your best qualities while staying true to who you are. Remember to engage with this content. Hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your participation not only fuels more great conversations, but also creates a community where we can all learn and grow together. Now, let's jump into our first habit, the urge to try and be perpetually young. Let's be real. Aging is a privilege, a badge of honor that speaks to all the experiences, wisdom, and life lessons you've gathered along the way. Yet, there's a common pitfall many older men stumble into, trying so desperately to appear younger than they are that it ends up backfiring. Instead of exuding charm and confidence, you might inadvertently be giving off what can only be described as cringe uncle at the family BBQ vibes. You see, when you begin overusing slang, dressing in overly trendy outfits, or forcing yourself to engage with every fad that comes along, it can seem like you're more interested in chasing youth than celebrating the life you've built. There's nothing wrong with staying current or trying new things. After all, life is all about evolution. However, the key is to do so in a way that feels natural and true to who you are. Consider this. Younger women are attracted to authenticity. They want a partner who is confident in his skin, someone who isn't afraid to embrace his age and the stories that come with it. When you try too hard to mimic the styles or behaviors of someone half your age, it can feel disingenuous. It's like putting on a costume that doesn't quite fit. Instead of being seen as the seasoned, cool guy who has it all together, you might be perceived as trying to cover up insecurities or as someone who doesn't respect his own identity. For instance, imagine you're at a social gathering and you start peppering your conversation with trendy slang that you don't naturally use. It may come off as forced or even awkward, an attempt to bridge a generational gap that isn't really there. Authenticity is far more attractive than trying to mirror a lifestyle that isn't inherently yours. The charm of maturity lies in the richness of your experiences and the confidence that comes from knowing who you are. Moreover, dressing the part is another area where many fall into the trap. It's great to stay fashionable, but there's a fine line between stylish and trying to look like you're auditioning for a role on TikTok. Clothing should be an extension of your personality and experience. When you dress in a way that seems too geared towards trends, it can dilute the image of a man who's comfortable in his own skin. Instead, opt for a blend of modern touches with classic elements that honor your age and experience. Social media and digital culture further complicate this issue. It's easy to get sucked into the cycle of constantly comparing yourself to younger influencers who seem to have it all figured out. But remember, those online personas are often curated highlights, not the full picture. By obsessing over appearing younger online, you might lose sight of the very qualities that make you attractive: your depth, your reliability, and your life experiences. Rather than trying to force fit into a mold that isn't yours, celebrate the journey you've been on. Your unique perspective is something that younger women can find incredibly appealing, as long as you're genuine about it. In summary, the effort to seem perpetually young can be counterproductive. Embrace your age, your experiences, and the wisdom that comes with them. Let your natural confidence shine through. Remember, true charm isn't about mimicking youth. It's about owning every chapter of your life and presenting it with authenticity. So, take a step back from trying to emulate trends that don't resonate with who you are, and instead focus on being the best version of yourself. This isn't about rejecting change. It's about integrating new ideas in a way that feels right for you. By understanding and avoiding the trap of trying too hard to be young, you set the stage for more genuine connections. Younger women, like everyone else, value authenticity over pretense. Stay true to your story, and you'll naturally become the captivating, confident man you were always meant to be. It's natural to feel proud of the experiences you've accumulated over the years. After all, every wrinkle, every scar, and every story contributes to the unique tapestry of who you are. However, when your conversations become a running commentary on the good old days or an endless recitation of past glories, you risk alienating those around you. In today's fast-paced, ever-evolving social landscape, continually bragging about your age or experience can come across as an attempt to assert superiority rather than share wisdom. Imagine a dinner party where one guest, instead of engaging with current topics or listening to others' perspectives, dominates the conversation with lines like, "Back in my day," or "When I was your age." While the intention may be to impress or provide context, this approach can inadvertently make others feel as if they are being lectured. They aren't interested in a history lesson. They want to feel like they're part of the conversation. The key is to weave your experiences into discussions in a way that feels inclusive and relevant, rather than like a trophy case of bygone eras. It's important to recognize that every generation has its own set of challenges and achievements. What was revolutionary or difficult in one era might be taken for granted or even ridiculed in another. Instead of using your age as a measure of credibility, consider how your experiences can serve as gentle guidance. For example, rather than stating, "I did this when I was your age, and it was so much better," try framing your experiences as lessons learned. You might say, "One thing I learned early on was that patience and persistence can make a big difference." Have you ever experienced a situation where a little extra effort changed the outcome? This not only validates your experiences, but also opens the door for a dialogue where both parties contribute. Incorporating your life lessons into your interactions can be done subtly by using anecdotes that resonate with the current context. Instead of positioning yourself as a relic of the past, focus on the timeless wisdom that your years have afforded you. Share stories that are relatable and, where possible, draw parallels to today's world. For instance, you might recount a challenging moment in your youth and then discuss how modern approaches, perhaps even new technology or contemporary strategies, offer different solutions to similar problems. This method shows that while your experiences are valuable, you're also engaged with the present and open to new ideas. Moreover, it's essential to listen as much as you speak. When you allow others to share their thoughts and experiences, you create an environment where knowledge flows both ways. The art of conversation isn't in lecturing, but in exchanging ideas. By showing genuine interest in the perspectives of those around you, you demonstrate that your wealth of experience isn't a tool for self-aggrandizement, but a resource to be shared thoughtfully. Another aspect to consider is the importance of humility. Acknowledging that you too are still learning, even after years of experience, can be incredibly endearing. It takes maturity to admit that no matter how much you've seen or done, there is always more to understand. This humility not only makes your advice more palatable, but also invites others to share their insights without fear of judgment. In this way, your experiences can serve as a bridge between generations rather than a barrier. Finally, being present in the moment is crucial. Engage actively with the here and now instead of constantly referencing a past that may not hold the same relevance for your audience. Focus on the current trends, challenges, and opportunities that everyone is facing today. By doing so, you position yourself as both a wise elder and an active participant in the modern world, a balance that is far more attractive than simply bragging about a long life filled with experience. In summary, while your life experiences are undoubtedly valuable, the art of sharing them lies in the delivery. Transform your stories into lessons and insights that invite discussion, connection, and mutual growth. In doing so, you honor your past without becoming a relic, and you offer a perspective that is both rich in history and relevant to the present. In the journey of life, self-acceptance is a noble pursuit, and embracing the natural changes that come with age is part of that process. However, there is a fine line between being comfortable in your own skin and neglecting your personal well-being. While a dad bod might be celebrated in popular culture as a sign of confidence and relaxation with one's body, letting yourself go entirely is a different matter, one that can affect not only your physical health, but also your overall presence in life. Taking care of your physical appearance isn't about chasing the unattainable ideals of youth forever. It's about showing respect for yourself and the life you've built. When you make the effort to maintain your health, whether that means hitting the gym, eating well, or taking care of your skin, you're sending a powerful message. You are telling yourself and those around you that you value your body and that you're committed to living life to the fullest. This self-care can translate into increased confidence, which in turn makes you more attractive in both social and professional settings. Letting yourself go might feel like a natural consequence of aging, but it often stems from a mindset of resignation rather than acceptance. There's a difference between accepting the natural process of aging and giving up on self-improvement. Aging gracefully doesn't mean you have to forego physical activity or proper nutrition. Instead, it's about adapting your lifestyle to suit your changing body while still striving to be the best version of yourself. This could mean adjusting your workout routine to focus on flexibility and balance rather than solely on strength, or it might involve embracing new, healthier dietary habits that cater to your body's evolving needs. Moreover, taking care of your appearance is more than skin deep. Regular exercise has proven benefits for mental health, including improved mood, better sleep, and a reduced risk of depression. A healthy diet provides the nutrients necessary for cognitive function and long-term vitality. When you invest time and energy in these areas, you're not just enhancing your physical attractiveness, you're also nurturing your mental and emotional well-being. This holistic approach to self-care underscores a philosophy of life that values quality of life over mere physical appearance. Socially, the way you present yourself speaks volumes about your attitude toward life. People are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate self-respect and a commitment to personal growth. When you actively take steps to care for yourself, you radiate an energy that is both inviting and inspiring. It shows that while you might be comfortable with who you are, you're also dedicated to continuing your journey of improvement. This balance between confidence and effort can be incredibly appealing, signaling maturity that is both self-assured and ambitious. It's also worth noting that self-care practices can serve as a form of self-respect that extends into all areas of life. Whether it's investing time in a skincare routine, planning regular physical activity, or choosing to eat nourishing foods, these habits reflect a broader commitment to a well-rounded, fulfilling life. They show that you're not willing to settle for complacency, but are always looking for ways to enhance your quality of life. This proactive approach to aging not only improves your health, but also influences how others perceive you, suggesting that you remain engaged, relevant, and dynamic. Letting yourself go isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's a choice. By embracing a lifestyle that includes regular exercise, proper nutrition, and mindful self-care, you not only improve your physical appearance but also reinforce your inner confidence. It's about finding a balance where you accept the natural changes that come with age while still holding yourself to a standard of excellence that inspires those around you. In doing so, you create a narrative of aging that is empowering rather than defeatist, one that celebrates both the wisdom of experience and the vitality of ongoing self-improvement. While wisdom and life experience are undoubtedly attractive qualities, there's a fine line between sharing insights and turning every conversation into a sermon. In the realm of dating, especially when trying to connect on a personal level, being overly serious or preachy can quickly become a barrier. The charm of an engaging date often lies in the balance between depth and levity. It's important to recognize that while sharing your perspective might seem like a way to showcase your knowledge and maturity, it can also inadvertently signal to your date that you're not fully present in the moment, or that you view the interaction as an opportunity for a lecture rather than a mutual exchange. A conversational style that leans too heavily on imparting wisdom can sometimes feel one-sided. Instead of a dynamic dialogue where both individuals share, learn, and laugh, the interaction might become a series of monologues. This is particularly true if your insights start to resemble a TED Talk, no matter how profound the content might be. Women, and really anyone on a date, appreciate someone who is able to listen as well as speak, someone who shows interest in the other person's thoughts and experiences. When one person dominates the conversation with heavy or preachy statements, it can give the impression that they see themselves as an authority figure rather than a partner in a shared experience. Moreover, constant seriousness might signal a lack of spontaneity and fun. Dating isn't just about discussing philosophies of life or past experiences. It's also about creating joyful, memorable moments together. Humor, light-hearted banter, and playful teasing often create a more relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere. A sense of humor not only lightens the mood, but also shows that you're approachable and willing to be vulnerable by not taking yourself too seriously. This balance is essential because it conveys emotional availability without the risk of overwhelming your date with relentless gravity. In essence, while your insights and experiences are valuable, it's crucial to temper them with a genuine interest in your date's perspective and to allow space for fun and spontaneity. By striking this balance, you create an environment where deep connections can flourish naturally without the need for constant lectures. Ultimately, being fun, engaging, and fully present makes your wisdom feel like an added bonus rather than the sole focus of your personality. Dating is fundamentally about building a genuine connection and fostering a mutual sense of attraction and care. When the interaction starts to feel like a series of exchanges, a contract where each date or gesture is tallied up, it can create a transactional dynamic that is both off-putting and unsustainable. The idea that one must earn attraction or that a date is merely an opportunity to trade benefits oversimplifies the complexity of human relationships. If you approach dating with the mindset that your achievements, success, or even the cost of a dinner date automatically entitle you to certain returns, you're reducing what should be a natural, flowing connection to a series of checkboxes. This mindset not only detracts from the authenticity of your interactions, but also places undue pressure on the other person. It can come across as if you're keeping score, which in turn makes the other party feel obligated or undervalued. Attraction is not a mathematical equation where every contribution is balanced by a corresponding reward. It's an organic process that flourishes through shared experiences, vulnerabilities, and genuine connection. Furthermore, this transactional approach can be interpreted as a lack of trust or even an inability to simply enjoy someone's company for who they are. It suggests that dating is a service exchange, rather than a mutual journey where both individuals are exploring compatibility and emotional depth. Such a perspective may also signal insecurity, as it implies that validation and affection must be earned rather than given freely. Instead of focusing on accumulating favors or checking off a list of accomplishments, it's far more appealing to engage in a way that feels spontaneous and heartfelt. Real connections are built on the foundation of mutual respect, care, and shared experiences. When you shift your focus from "what can I get" to "how can we enjoy this moment together?", you open the door to a more rewarding and genuine relationship. The key is to embrace the idea that every date is an opportunity to explore, learn, and build rapport without the weight of expectations or debt. In doing so, you create an environment where trust and authenticity can thrive, making the entire dating process a more enriching and fulfilling experience for both parties. In the world of dating, especially as an older, experienced individual, the journey is less about following trends or adhering to rigid expectations, and more about embracing a confident, genuine version of yourself. Confidence, self-care, and the ability to have fun are qualities that can transform even the most ordinary interactions into memorable experiences. Rather than viewing your life experiences as a tally of achievements that somehow earn you attraction, it's vital to see them as stories that have helped shape a unique perspective, one that you can share naturally without the need to over-explain or convert every conversation into a monologue. The essence of successful dating lies in building connections rather than imposing transactional expectations. When you focus on being present in the moment, listening attentively, and engaging with a genuine sense of curiosity, you not only make your date feel valued, but also open yourself up to learning and growing together. This approach removes the pressure of having to constantly prove your worth or check off a list of qualifications. Instead, it invites a more relaxed and authentic exchange where both parties feel comfortable and appreciated for who they truly are. Moreover, Prioritizing self-care means understanding that your worth isn't measured by how many favors you can accumulate or by the number of dates that go perfectly. It's about nurturing your own well-being and allowing that confidence to radiate outward. By caring for yourself, you send a powerful message that you're not just here to impress someone else, but to share an equal, balanced experience. This mindset not only makes you more attractive, but also ensures that your interactions are rooted in mutual respect and a shared desire for connection. Ultimately, the goal is to build relationships that feel natural and rewarding. Stop chasing fleeting trends or trying to outdo each other with grand gestures. Instead, invest in the present moment and let the connection develop organically. When you drop the notion that attraction is something you earn and instead see it as something you cultivate through shared experiences, you open up a world of genuine possibilities. So remember, be yourself, embrace fun, and allow your true personality to shine through. This approach not only sets the stage for meaningful connections, but also makes the dating journey a more enriching adventure for both you and your potential partner. So, if you're an older guy, remember, confidence, self-care, and being genuinely fun will always win. Stop chasing trends, stop over-explaining your life experience, and most importantly, stop thinking attraction is something you earn instead of something you build. Hit that like button if you found this helpful, and subscribe for more dating and self-improvement tips. I'll catch you in the next one.